They mustn't have read the manual that we were talking about before, the government manual. Maybe his was in the post. Yeah, maybe his was in the post. Because every time we hear a story like this, we're told, we don't jump to conclusions. But this story is extremely disturbing. A 27-year-old Syrian national has been charged with sexual offences following reports involving 2 young girls under the age of 16. Yeah, in a hotel in Kenilworth. Now, according to Warwickshire police officers, they were called on Monday night, Monday evening, and they located the 2 girls after they arrested the man at his home address. So that tells me that he wasn't staying in the hotel, maybe he'd taken them to the hotel. So he's now being charged with 3 offences, including sexual assault and offences involving sexual activity with girls under 16. So he's appeared in Coventry Magistrates Court and has been remanded in custody. That'll give him a chance to read the manual, maybe. He's due to appear in court in Warwickshire Crown Court on the 17th of September. But I do want to make it clear, these are allegations, okay? He has been charged, but he's not been convicted as yet. So, but and the distinction matters, I've got to say that. But you know what else matters? The fact that there are 2 young girls now and the families who are having to deal with something absolutely horrific. Once again, absolutely horrific. And this is where I start to ask questions and back to me questions again, because we've just had this discussion, haven't we, about the government producing these guidance manuals for asylum seekers, explaining things like consent and domestic abuse, sexual offences and women's equality. Yeah, just done a video on that if you want to go and have a look at that. And now we have another story involving a foreign national and an alleged sexual offences against girls under 16. I'm not saying one case proves some massive national pattern. What I am saying is that people are entitled to ask questions. Of course we are. Who's coming into this country? What checks are being carried out on these men? Are people being properly identified? We know that they're not, don't we? And when someone is accused of serious offences in this justice system, are we actually equipped to deal with it quickly? Because ordinary people have every single right to expect the government to take protection of women and children seriously. But we know they're not. We know they're not, don't we? They're giving manuals out. This isn't just about hating Syrians, of course it's not. It isn't about blaming every asylum seeker for the actions of one individual, of course it's not. It's about standards and safeguarding and accountability. And if someone commits a serious sexual offence, I don't care where they're from. We don't care where they're from, do we? Deal with them under the full force of the law. Protect the victims, protect the public, and tell us the bloody truth. Because people are fed up with being told they can't ask questions. We absolutely can ask questions. The man has been charged, not convicted, of course, and we'll see what happens when the case reaches the court. So let's hope the manual arrives soon before he doesn't do it again. Read that manual. Couldn't write it, could you? Well, they have written it, haven't they? Let me know what your thoughts are, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Ciao.